Hey guys, it's Emily from Jones Design Company. I like to do something on the blog every once in a while called coffee chats where I feel like sometimes with blogging it can be so impersonal, and I wish that we could just all sit around and chit chat over coffee. And so these are like the little things that I wouldn't necessarily write a whole blog post about, but things that if I were to sit down with a girlfriend and have coffee, these are probably the topics that we would talk about. I've thought at times about maybe starting a podcast called Coffee Chats and just talking about some of these things, but until then, I'm not sure when that's going to happen. Until then, I usually just write it in a blog post, but I'm sitting in my little at-home DIY studio. We've got like these funny little lights that I actually have no idea where they came from and why we have a stand of lights and a camera all set up. And I just finished recording the videos for my new online penmanship class, which I'm super excited about. It turned out really fun. Now I have to go edit all of those videos and put the class together. So hopefully in the next couple of weeks that will be ready. But I just thought, I'm done recording and this whole studio is set up, so why not record a little coffee chat? So maybe a little more personal. Here I am, here's my voice, here's what I look like when I'm talking instead of just typing. Okay, so here's a few things that if we were to sit together having coffee, this is what we talk about. The first one is maybe we would talk about my coffee of choice right now, which is the flat white. And Starbucks just introduced this flat white thing. Other than just Googling it for about 30 seconds, the only thing that I can really tell that's different between a latte and a flat white is the way that the milk is foamed. I don't know, maybe you coffee experts could tell me a little bit differently. When we were in Africa, when I was in Rwanda a year and a half ago, they didn't have flavors for the lattes, so we stayed in this actually really nice hotel in Rwanda, and we had Frank, the waiter guy. He always made us the most beautiful lattes with the most beautiful latte art. Who knew in Kigali, Rwanda, you could have great coffee art, but they didn't have flavors. And so we switched, all of us girls switched from drinking whatever the flavor latte that we had to just drinking espresso with milk in it and a regular latte. So since then I've just switched to that and I actually really love it. So this today, what I'm drinking is just my at-home coffee. So I have a little frother that Ryan bought me, I think for Valentine's Day or something super unromantic, but it was like the best gift ever because I use it almost every day for a little afternoon latte. It just like spins the milk and makes it hot and foamy, and then I pour it over top of my little like Keurig espresso pod. So it's great. That's what I'm drinking today, but if I were out at coffee with you, I'd probably order a flat white. Okay, second thing that I want to talk about are these bracelets. I had a reader, she owns a jewelry, here I'll take them off. Can you see that? She owns this jewelry company called Dear Mushka, and all of her jewelry is so pretty and really simple, which is probably my favorite type of jewelry. And each one comes with a Bible verse that kind of corresponds with the design. So these are little birthstones for each one of my kids. Actually, two of my kids are born in February. And so one of them, I just chose a different birthstone that I liked the color. So sorry, Ethan or Audrey, whichever one, but I didn't want two of the same ones. So one gets gray and one gets purple for February. Anyway, it's really cute. And then the verse that goes with it is, I praise you for I am fearfully and wonderfully made. So if you have a mom in your life, maybe having a new baby, or you want to just have something because you love your kids, or even like you and your husband or something, I just think these bracelets are really pretty. I like them all stacked together. And so, Dear Mushka. Very cute. Thank you for sending those to me. Another thing, yesterday was my oldest son's, okay, actually this is going to be posted tomorrow. So on Wednesday was my oldest son's birthday. He turned 12 and my in-laws came over for dinner and my mother-in-law brought this most amazing big s'mores cake. It was a layered chocolate cake with like marshmallow cream frosting and all these marshmallows and graham crackers on top. It was super rich. I posted a picture on Instagram and lots of people said, hey, can you give me your recipe? Which is really flattering that you thought that I baked that cake. I do really love to bake, but I did not bake that one. But when we were talking about it, when we were eating this cake, my father-in-law was like, it would be cool if this actually tasted a little more like s'mores with like a graham cracker crust. And it reminded me of a cake that my mom makes that her mom used to make, and her mom was this really fabulous baker, and it's called a butter crunch cake. So I have that recipe. I said on Instagram that I would share the recipe, and I will do that at the bottom of this blog post. So butter crunch cake from Marilyn Dunlap. And I don't know where she got it, but it's just been like in our family for a long time. Really amazing cake. Okay, let's talk about the last book that I read. I haven't talked about this in a while. It's called Nightingale, or The Nightingale, and it's one that's been on my list for a long time to read. It's a World War II story, which I always love, and it was so beautiful. I've heard a lot of great things about it. It was so beautiful and so worth reading. It took me a little while to get through just because, I don't know, the content's heavy and it just took a long time, but really good book. I highly recommend it. The Nightingale. The Nightingale. Okay, and then maybe we could talk one more thing about these flowers, which are so pretty. I posted, I don't know, maybe last week or 2 weeks ago about being kind to myself and ordering myself flowers, which was a really great choice. And then I shared about the company called Bokes that sells these bouquets, delivers them, and I'm really impressed with their flowers, with the quality, and with I think sometimes when you're ordering flowers from a florist, you spend so much money and they're like baby's breath and really mixed weird bouquets, but I like how simple these are. So when I posted about that, I gave you there was a $10 off coupon, and if you clicked on it, then I would get a referral fee. So I got to order myself another bouquet of flowers. So thank you if you ordered from that link, because now I get to enjoy these really pretty flowers and be kind to myself again. So you can do the same thing. If you sign up at Bokes, I sound like an advertisement. I'm really not trying to advertise for them, but if you like giving flowers, receiving flowers, you can sign up for the referral program, and then when you send that link to your friends, you'll get a free bouquet out of it. So that's kind of fun. Anyway, oops, I got an email. I hope you have a great Friday, a great weekend. I'll post all of the links to the stuff that I talked about. And then if you like this type of video, then let me know. And if you have any questions that you'd want me to do, maybe I could do this regularly since I have this cute little studio set up. Or maybe it's a one-time deal. I don't know. We'll see. But have a great weekend, and I'll talk to you later.